Yeah, brilliant innings. I've said it all along that he's probably one of Bangladesh's most talented batters in my opinion. You know, as a young batter, he can play fast bowling, he can play spin bowling, plays all around the ground. He's a very smart guy as well. I think obviously for him it's about trying to string consistent performances. But again, I think it's from management and for us as senior players to get around him and just give him confidence. The tools are all there, but it's about using the right tools for the right job. I think today he executed every single shot that he wanted to do, and really happy for him. I think it's a balance between letting people be free and playing the natural game, because he is a stroke player. I think once you start telling him to play differently, I think it's going to take away from his strengths. As he plays more games, he'll figure it out for himself. So I think sometimes coaching, I wouldn't say it's overrated, but sometimes coaching is a bad thing for players, because you always want people to play the natural games. And I think with him, the first time I saw him play was in 2018 when I was with Select Sixers, and I saw him and I thought, wow, this kid is very special. And obviously he's played for Bangladesh. Yes, there's always going to be ups and downs, that's normal. And I think the goal for him, and I think the goal for Bangladesh cricket as well, is to make him consistent. But within that, it's all about backing. I think once he has the backing, he will definitely gain confidence, and from there you'll see him be more consistent as well. Yeah, I think firstly it was a fresh wicket with a little bit of grass on it. So I did expect it to move around a little bit, maybe not as much as it did early on. But I think for us as seamers, you still have to put the ball in the right areas, and we obviously managed to do that. And in any T20 format, if you get the opposition 3 or 4 down early, it's always going to be difficult for them to get back in the game. And obviously, restricting them to 130 was a total that we felt was very chaseable. Yeah, I think cricket's all about momentum. I think obviously we won the first 4 games and then lost the next 5. So hopefully this is a turnaround for us, and we can go and win the next couple of games. I think it's a very talented squad, and I think I just have to give credit to Shay Hope and Afif. I think that partnership there really broke the back, and obviously took us over the line as well. So really happy for them. Yeah, I think firstly to stay calm and not panic. I think natural thing for us is human beings is to kind of go towards ourselves and kind of go insular and maybe play for ourselves. But I think I've only been here for 3 days, but the messaging has been one of let's go out there, let's have fun, and obviously you want people to be able to express themselves. And I think once you can do that, people play well. So it's all about giving people freedom. I think sometimes when you lose a few games, you almost get tense, and that's the opposite of where you want to go. You almost, I believe that when you're not playing well, you almost want to go out and express yourself even more, because sometimes you get a bit tentative, and that's when things go wrong. So as a batter, even if you haven't scored runs, I think you still come up with the same intent, be positive, and as a bowler as well, still think about bowling your best ball every single time. I think it obviously starts with a mindset, and then from there, hopefully your physical just follows. I think it's very important. I think it's such an underrated thing. I think for me over the last few years, it's something that I've really tried to place a lot of emphasis on within my own game. I think sometimes you get too serious and you take the game too seriously. Yes, when you're out there, you're competing. I think that's always going to be a natural thing for me, but having fun. I think outside of the game, even on the ground as well. If someone makes a good stop, going up to them, saying well done. If someone bowls a good over, going up to them. I think those little things for team chemistry is very important, and especially if you've lost a couple of games, because the start of the new game is an opportunity for you to change the momentum. And I think there's a saying that you're only as good as your next game. So for us, every single game is an opportunity to obviously win. But if we come with the right mindset, have the right plans in place, and have fun, and obviously try and execute. At the end of the day, we're playing against opposition who's also trying to win. So for us, it's just about being present in every single moment, and just being there as a unit. I think batting. Second? No, I think for us the first thing is just about winning. I think obviously maybe in the next couple of games we'll have to start thinking about those things, but ultimately the first prize is to obviously win. Yeah, but again, like I said, Afif and Shay Hope there, I think that partnership really accelerated our innings. Yeah, so obviously happy that we got the win. Yeah, very good. I think that's something that we've spoken about that we maybe did wrong in the last game, and we were trying too many variations. So this morning it was just stressed that if there is a little bit of assistance in the wicket, just bowl the old school first class lengths and let the wicket be the variation. And obviously I think once we saw that I got a little bit of swing and seam movement, I think for O'Shane and for Mukdil it was the same, just to be very simple, try to hit top of the stumps. And obviously all three seamers bowled really well, even though O'Shane didn't get wickets. I think all three of us went for under 6 and over, which is really, really good. So I think sticking to plans is also really, really important. Sometimes we almost get away from it and think about the game too much. Some days you just need to be very, very basic. I think it's a balance. I think you have to understand as well. Obviously, everyone wants to do well, so no one goes out there thinking about not bowling well. But obviously, being young and inexperienced, you maybe sometimes get emotional. So it's important for people like myself, some of the other senior players, to get around them and to help them understand what is required to play at this level and to potentially play at the international level as well. So yes, we obviously come here to play and to perform, but I think the responsibility lies with us as international cricketers to help the next generation of guys, be it that they might go on to play for Bangladesh. I think that's a thing that I really enjoy as well. So I've had lots of chats with the younger guys over the last couple of days, and that will continue over the next few days as well.